Today we're gonna make a nice seared salmon. Now, this salmon we're cooking today is not any type of salmon because we're making it with my corn salsa. This corn salsa is the most delicious, flavorful corn salsa. I don't cook the corn, I leave it raw. It gives me a nice sweetness. It gives me that nice crunch, And then on top of that, we're gonna end it up with some honey. So it gives it that nice natural flavor. We're gonna put that corn salsa, we're gonna put a nice piece of seared salmon right there. Easy to make, delicious. You don't have to go to a restaurant to eat a dish like this one. I'm gonna teach you how to make this amazing salmon, and it's gonna be delicious. So the first thing we need is a nice piece of salmon. I leave the skin on, and I make sure that it has this nice, beautiful, bright color, because that's what we're always looking for, bright colors in food. I'm gonna get this salmon and I'm gonna cut it in half. So sometimes you go to the butcher, it's already butchered, it's already sliced. If it's not, no problem, we'll cut it. So right here through this line, we're gonna cut it right there. One line right there. And then we're gonna portion our salmon. So I like a nice chunky piece right there. Look at that, right there. See how easy? So we have a nice piece of salmon. So the idea is that we season it with some salt, some pepper. We put some olive oil in our pan, and then we're gonna put the skin side down first. Why? Because we want that skin to get nice and crunchy. I'm not taking off the skin. You could skin it if you want to. However, I want this to be part of my dish. I wanna appreciate that nice crunch that the skin of the salmon could give us. So the first thing I wanna do, we're gonna make these nice little X's like this. 1, 2, and not so deep. We just wanna make sure that it opens up. Look at that. So that's gonna help us open up and give us that nice crispy flavor. So we're gonna get our pan hot. We're gonna add some olive oil. Nice amount of olive oil. Most of the flavor is gonna be in our corn salsa. So we wanna keep this simple. In fine dining restaurants, what makes the protein the star? The fact that it's simple. Everything else is what gives it that complement flavor. So we wanna taste salmon. We don't wanna taste mango. We don't wanna taste orange. No, we wanna taste the salmon. The salmon, because that's why we paid a nice amount of money for the salmon. So some salt on both sides, bam, bam. Make sure you season it nicely. Some black pepper, and there you go. Skin side down. We want to make sure our pan is hot. Skin side down, and we go like this. And that's the color you want to hear. It cooks super fast. Nice 3-4 minutes one side, nice 3-4 minutes the other side, done. Super fast. So in the meantime, we're gonna be making the corn salsa. Now the corn salsa, I use it in my catering company for many dishes. We use it for tamal en cazuela. We use it for shrimp, to top it on a nice piece of seared shrimp. We use it on tacos. Today is gonna go along with this nice piece of salmon. Look at the nice, beautiful color. Look how crunchy it is, beautiful, nice. A few more minutes and it's done. Super and simple. So now we're gonna start with my salsa. We're gonna start with some raw corn. Corn goes down and we're gonna slice against the grain. If you make a mess, it's part of life making a mess. Against the grain, we cut down, we cut down, we cut down, turn it around. Police! We cut down. There you go. We have the corn ready. Now we go with our cilantro. We're gonna slice it. We're gonna do a nice fine dice on this, like this. That's a good amount. Let's make sure we cut it good enough. Then we're gonna get a nice sweet pepper, cut one side. This is gonna add a nice little touch of sweetness, and it's gonna add some color to our dish. So nice small dice on that. Cut up. Let me go over here. A small piece of jalapeno for some spice. You could control the spice that goes in your salsa by omitting some of the seeds. So more spicy, more seeds. Less spicy, no seeds. Here we go, one side. And I want some spicy, so I'm gonna leave some of those right there. Some of those. So we're gonna cut our onion like that. Small dice. Okay, so we're ready. We have our corn, we have our cilantro, we have our sweet pepper, our jalapeno, our onions. We're gonna add all of these ingredients. So our cilantro, our peppers, bam, our onions, bam, and then finally our corn. Okay, we have all of our ingredients in there. Then we're gonna use this little microplane, and we're gonna get the zest of this yellow lemon, because most of the flavor is in the zest, in the skin of the lemon. So we're gonna put that nice little zest like that. We only want the yellow part, we don't want that white part. So a little bit of that. And then we wanna get the juice of the yellow lemon. We wanna make sure we have no seeds, so I put my hand like that. No seeds. No seeds. Here we have a few seeds, so we set it aside. And then some more. Bam. We're gonna finish this salsa up with some honey, a little bit of honey. A little bit of honey. Like that. A little bit of salt. Bam. And then we're gonna mix it. And we end up with this nice, natural, crunchy salsa. Look at that amazing salsa. Our salmon is ready with that nice, crunchy. You hear that? That's ready, so it's time to start plating. So we're gonna get this salsa, and we're gonna get a nice spoonful, and we're gonna put it right in the center, like always, in the center, and we're gonna make a nice little mountain, like that. And just let it fall naturally. No need to use molds, no need to make it perfect, like that. Just make it fall right there, that nice, beautiful salsa, like that. And then we're gonna get our salmon with one of these. Now, the cooking times on your salmon might vary, so if you need a little more time, once it's seared, stick it in the oven for a few minutes, 4, 5 minutes. Then we end up with this nice piece of salmon. Look at this. I don't know if we can see the bottom side. I'm just gonna flip it for 1 second. Beautiful, huh? And we're gonna put it right in the center of our dish, like that. Just let it fall like that. And then I have one little lemon that I cut one round, and I slit the middle of it, and then we're gonna put that right there like that. And then I have some microgreens that I wanna put on top, like this, on one of the sides. And there you have it, a nice piece of salmon with our honey maple salsa. Look at that, delicious, look at that. Ooh. I hope you enjoyed this nice restaurant style friendly recipe. Like, share, comment, use the hashtag #CookingWithChris. I wanna see what you're cooking. I wanna see if you like my recipes. Hey, remember, food is the one thing that we all share in this world, so make it count.